Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Sorry, man. Didn't work.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the Hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you. So how old is Jesse actually? I don't remember if that information is given to us. Guessing she's around like 27 maybe. 26, 27-ish. These look like... Are these the previous directors? So I was thinking that guy would be Trench, but doesn't quite look like him. also wanted to look at one of these collectibles again. The only person you should fail is yourself, Sakurai Trench. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one. So I was thinking of the part where they're like, this object will determine whether, popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history. This may be ritual manifestation. But I was thinking, like, this object is an archetype, and they specifically mention Mjolnir and Excalibur. I don't know Varunastra, but I imagine it kind of follows the same theme with Mjolnir and Excalibur, where these are things that you need to be worthy in order to wield them, and that follows what's going on with the service weapon, where you, like, only one person at a time can use it, and you have to be approved by the board in order to use it. It's also, like, this is a very specific kind of hero's weapon, because, you know, Mjolnir belongs to Thor, Excalibur belongs to King Arthur. Those are very, prominent heroes. I don't know how heroic Thor actually is in Norse mythology. I know he's been made more heroic in the modern day because of, like, Marvel and stuff. But King Arthur is definitely, like, a grand hero. So then the implication would be that the service weapon is intended for a heroic figure in a sense. Maybe in this case, heroic is in the sense of, like, you know, looking out for this whole organization to keep all these supernatural objects and events from leaking out to the public and disturbing everything going on out there.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Well, in about 7 years, something's gonna get out. Is it his, though? I'm just thinking about, about Control Resonant in the trailer. I don't remember if the enemies there were, like, had the hiss, smoke stuff coming off of them. But then I also don't know if that's really an indication of anything anymore, because in Alan Wake 2, some of the shadow monsters also kind of had that weird oily smoke thing coming off of them, and I don't think that was hiss related. That's if I'm understanding that correctly.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it.
I think I'm gonna need you to slow down on that one. Let me go through that again just to make sure I got it.
Can you tell me what an object of power? This is all, well,
So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
got it. Thanks.
Okay, so main thing is objects' power can be utilized, altered items cannot.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Wait, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
I think that's it.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Thank you, Emily. Communications all the way up top. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out this map real fast. So I want to go right above us to check out those rooms. And then do I go back to the director's office? I'll figure it out. Yeah, I can't fast travel anywhere. Let me see these again. Astral dive. I feel like I remember something about an astral dive being mentioned later in the game. Well, I'll just stick with the regular one for now and then maybe change it later. I normally don't use cosmetic stuff when I'm playing a game for the first time, but I think for this one I won't mind as much. Because I like to stay true to what I believe is canon at the time. This one, it's fine. I'm not like too pressed about it. Oh, thank you. Oops. Oh, I don't have another. I have to unlock more slots. Okay. Health boost, energy boost, health recovery, energy recovery. I'll just keep it like this. Then I don't have an option to upgrade yet, so it's probably something that unlocks later. And I am gonna turn on or turn up the brightness just a little bit, like 60. I think that should be okay. I have no idea what that says. It's too tiny. Send to 325. Same stuff as before. Is that Trench and somebody? There's nothing to read in here? This is a big area, though. Okay. Minors are forbidden by law. We support this law. Parents are used or urged to help prevent the something. Well, I wouldn't imagine minors would be allowed in here. Well, I guess, you know, there's Dylan, but can't imagine they had let him have free run of the place, from what I remember. Shifted bathroom complaint. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice... I don't know why I just did that. Hello? I'm not touching anything. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. Can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Yeah, I don't know why it was doing that, because I didn't even have my thumb on the left joystick. And I wasn't pressing down anything, but it kept, like, switching. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Can't find your office. Wages for security. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. The radios aren't important, are they? I know in Alan Wake, you actually had an actual radio show, but I don't think in this one there's anything too important from them. What does that say? Federal Bureau of Control, Department of Unhuman Affairs. Oh, that's their street address. Is that room on the bottom? I don't know. Technological restrictions. Compiled by Dr. Carla Vaughn and Dr. Hubert Tan, research specialists. By order of Casper Darling, head of research. Examination of paranatural topics. Technological limitations of the oldest house. Summary. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to file 4/19/1935 for full report. I guess that makes sense, because the collective unconscious, I believe, relies on archetypes. So like going back to the service weapon, it's the archetype of a hero's weapon that requires the user to be worthy. And like if you think of a heroic weapon, you might think of like a sword, just, you know, immediately just like a magic sword or something. And if you were to think of a gun, the first thing that comes to mind is probably like a pistol or a handgun, like what we have with the service weapon. But then if you were to think of a cell phone, you know, in like between 2000 and then 2019, cell phones have gone through so many different changes. Like you used to have a flip phone, then you had Blackberries, now it's touchscreen phones and all that. So when people think of a phone, like their minds are shifting. It's been so jumbled up that I think now when people think of phones, they just default to like an iPhone or a, you know, touchscreen Android or whatever. But for a long time, it was probably like, you know, you say phone, one person is like a flip phone, the other person is like a Nokia, the other person is an iPhone. So then it's hard for the oldest house to figure out like one solid thing to grasp onto. Or are there some areas where I could just break the glass? I guess not. This isn't a combat area, so it won't let me. Do as you're told, don't eat mold. I think my goal with this playthrough, aside from just refreshing myself on the story, is also to what is going on here? Actually, I think I remember. It's the duplicating sticky note thing. Anyway, my goal is to definitely focus on the mold and what they have to say here, since it looks like it also got out in Control Resonant. I don't know if it's going to play a big... What, hello? Wait. Hold on. Has there been stuff here the whole time and it's just not rendering? Let me see if I switch to graphics. No? Well, that's a little frustrating. So I was thinking like, wow, there's so many whiteboards that don't have anything on them. That's really strange. Because I remember in the playthroughs I saw there was stuff on them. If I have to... No, you're kidding. I'll have to look that up later to see how I can fix this. Because I will... I will more than likely forget to do this, to zoom in and check everything. But I want to see what they've got on here, because some of the stuff is actually interesting. This one is just equations. Can you write a formula to show the sum? I offer a coffee if you do. And then who knows what the heck this is. Laser beam physics chart calculation sketch. But yeah, I want to get refreshed on whatever's going on with the mold to get a sense of like how bad it's gonna be that it got out, and if it'll be like an actual active threat and not just like a passive one in the background. And I want to get a better sense of what is going on with Dylan. I remember thinking that he was a little bit odd the first time that I saw this game, and you know, it makes sense because of like what he's been through. And then the last thing I remember is he in the Alan Wake DLC, when he shows up for, I don't know, I don't remember her name, but when she meets him for that brief moment, he seemed a lot more lucid. And I think he said something like, "Tell Jesse I'm sorry." So yeah, just trying to get a better sense of those elements going into Resonant. Police articles. Can be taken for use. Release articles on what? Research Division Hedron Resonance Amplifier. And then these shapes. Oops. And this is all related to the Hedron stuff. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Actually, I'm gonna pause real fast to look up if there's anything I can do about the whiteboards. Okay, as far as I can tell, there is no fix for these things. I looked it up, and other people were saying that they're having it's more an issue with the Ultimate Edition of the game, because people have been having the same issue on Xbox One and PC as well. So unfortunate, but I'll just have to remember to zoom in. But he also said that outside of a couple of specific areas, the whiteboards generally aren't saying anything important. But again, I like to see all of the assets, and there are some things that are fun to, you know, funny, fun to read, interesting, all that. First aiders are all these people. I also turned off the film grain and the motion blur. The motion blur wasn't actually bothering me, but I think the film grain was acting a little weird in some areas. Okay, so this is the area that I came from. And I'll just go back down. Elevator. Boardroom. That's where, yeah, that's where she is. I already went in there, I think, right?
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Oh, they just stay there. I thought if you shot them, they would completely disappear. Still no clearance. I just wanted to listen. Even though I think they're saying nonsense. Ew. Can I shoot him from here? Oh shit. That's it? I mean, I'm sure there are more downstairs. I feel like I hear something moving. Oh. Let me clear this place out before I try exploring. Maybe there aren't more. No. Oh. Yeah, something seemed to be hurting me there. Was that the barrier? Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss barrier, compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist, by order of director Jesse Payton. Summary. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other, non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. That's pretty crazy in there. Let's see what's going on around here first, and also see if I can get more health. this? I think I can't go in there because it'll start to hurt me, right? Excuse me. Travel costs. Week 83 report. Summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In-N-Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures. Accommodation, $831.29. Meals, $714.84. Gasoline, $295.12. Minibar, $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Bradley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Boyd Modern Technology. Synchronicity Research Department. Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't think the whole poster would explode.